Welcome to a very sophisticated video in which I play The Chase. Well, not quite. This is a phone, and instead what I'm thumbing through now is to look for an alternative to the original Chase game. And in this very crude piece of technology here that's cutting edge, I'm going to film the screen of a mobile to show you that brand new version of the Chase game. It's so-called The Chase Ultimate, and simply I'm pointing the camera at the screen and I'm going to show you now what it's like. I can't show you on the PC because it keeps crashing on the Android emulator. So the first thing we notice about it is there's some actual genre of questions. Well, normally there's little padlock symbols over these because they're a bit more money, but I bought them for £2 extra, so it doesn't break the bank. Well, it does break mine because I'm in deep overdraft. Then it's already broken, I guess, so why not make it worse? So you can do that, but also, as well as having actual genres and restricting yourself to film and TV questions, for example, you've got the hard mode. Well, let's go for normal. Don't really feel like getting humiliated like I would within the first few seconds of University Challenge game if I ever went on it. Right, well, this happened on the emulator too. Probably why it crashed. Seems that there's a lot to load. Oh, well, what's this? It's the voice of Bradley Walsh. He was in the first game, only you couldn't hear him. Right, anyway, funny thing happened on the way to the... Oh, it's the finger. Victim of the finger. I guess it was just realising that it's pretty hard to play this. New Holland, that's a big Holland. American? Oh, baseball. Right, so we've got Bradley speaking in it. But what you don't get is the chaser speaking in it. Yes, as though they were born out. Terrible.
Not bad, that's alright.
Well, it would be in real life, maybe.
Time to face the chaser. But who will you be up against today? You'll be playing the Cinnamon, more irritating than a thistle in your thong. Would it be the vixen the last time she went swimming, the pool evaporated? Or is it the dark straw? He could charm the birds from the trees. They just go to sleep and fall out. Could it be the governess, so scary, when she tried milking a cow, came out as cheese spread? Could it be the beast? He had a bit of tummy trouble yesterday. It got wedged in a door. Time to bring on the chaser.
These are the Anne Robinson style witticisms that you also get in this new game about each of the chasers. But they haven't programmed them to speak. So it is just literally Bradley. But nevertheless, it's a welcome enhancement on the original.
Take a step closer to home, the chaser will offer you.
Let's hope it's not too derisory.
Take a step closer to the chaser and take him on. He will offer you.
Well,
What do you think?
one good strategy is not to score too much and you get quite a good final amount being offered. Higher amount because of the fact that they think, well, you're not going to go for it. That's the programming, so it's a fairly good strategy.
Good luck, here comes your first question.
Got a clue.
Correct answer is...
The only clue is that it's one of those.
Chaser's put. Goes right. Comes onto the table. And here's your next question.
Well, Egypt, it was the Arab Spring at the time, and it led to a chain of revolutions around the sort of North Africa in the Middle East. It led to the whole thing that happened in Syria.
Step close to home.
It was only in places like Tunisia they actually got rid of their dictatorship.
Goes right also. Stays with us. Here's your next question.
Or the others. Good gosh. Well, Julie Andrews been going a while, being in Mary Poppins and such. But no, it wasn't that. And she was M in Bond. Oh. But I'm going to try and win it. I am, I'm afraid. Let's try again. Always general, always normal. God, it's like it's died, the phone. And the emulator, this thing, that did die. There we go.
Your time starts now.
Omelette, probably, no. Diesel, of course. Savage Use.
Correct.
Not tenable with him. She who must be. Demand. Soviet Union, of course. The USSR, as it was. Oh. Pen, that. Hot H. That should be easy. Oh, French one, Chaude. I think it is. Maybe the road? Yeah, I thought so. Green. Which means it isn't good for traffic lights then, is it? Oh. Cheese, of course. Dear me.
Not bad considering you was guessing most of them.
No, it wasn't. It was the pressure.
Time to face the chaser, but who will you be up against today? Could it be the Beast? Now he's been big since he was a baby. His first words were fee fi fo fum. Perhaps so it's the Cinnamon. He combines comedy and medicine.
Didn't call those words, yeah.
Or are we playing the Dark Destroyer? The only man who doesn't like Monopoly because it's over too quick. Will it be the Vixen? Hotter and
Not with the method I've made up.
Pizza delivery boy.
Where you can screw them for as much money as possible without bankrupting.
Actually, two falls under submission. Time to bring on the chaser.
Cutting edge.
Brainiac herself, Jenny, the Vixen Liar.
Well, she's the new one, so this is another reason why it'd be worth upgrading to this, the so-called Ultimate Chase.
Let's put some money on the table. Low offer off, please.
Not real money. At least it isn't a minus, so I don't know if they've programmed that. God, that's derisory for a final offer.
Well, good for you. Are you sure? Here we go.
I always play the highest though, don't I? I always do.
Good luck. Here comes your first question.
Right, that's Faulty Towers. Dad's Army mentions the war a lot, obviously.
Great start.
Because it was the Home Guard.
Step close to home.
Now it's being shown on gold.
Chaser's put.
Which they never showed for ages.
Goes right
It ain't
inside.
half hot, Mum. It's something you might have said in World War II. As you were escaping from your house that was just being obliterated by the Blitz. Oh, wasn't that president? I thought he was against. Or maybe it could be Vice because he was. Oh no, he was against Obama, wasn't he? I do remember.
From home. Chaser has put. Goes right, also.
Don't know how I remember that, but I do.
Chaser sticks with us.
For the Republicans, of
Right, here's
course,
the next question.
which was Donald Trump's thing was stand and deliver. Might not actually be Adam and the Ants. Oh gosh, could be Postman. It's too obvious if it was Adam and the Ants.
Staying where you are.
Highwayman.
Chaser has put. Goes right, also.
Good. Just because that was a hit by Adam and the Ants, I fell into that trap. Sammy Cleaver. I think that's real. I'll go for it. I bet it's the Deadlock one now.
Very good.
Oh, it is. Because none of his characters were gently benevolent, were they? They were all malevolent, well, except for Oliver Twist.
Oh, game on.
Game off for her, hopefully. Let's just... Black Mountains in Wales. Lord Hereford's Knob.
Big answer.
Oh.
Correct answer is.
I bet it's... Oh, it is that. And there's the one I was hoping it was. Thinking it's quite funny.
Goes right also. And here's your next question.
Put... Oh, I don't know. Why would that be a Tom Jones stage performance?
Well played.
No.
Step close to home. Chaser has put. Goes right also.
No.
Stays with us. Alright, here's your next question.
Good place to have the camera, isn't it, as you can see. It really feels it all. No, let's go for the obvious one. Why not?
Correct
Bit
answer
of Monty Python type
saying
of...
what you are.
Oh,
Chaser's put.
what a classic theme it is, so I agree with them, but annoying is wrong. Well, one question away from the shootout, so let's hope it's alright. My good grief. Oh, it's Johnny Cash. My finger went into the wrong
Correct
place.
answer is.
It's got to be...
Stay
Yeah, I
with you.
thought it was.
Chaser has put. Goes right. Chaser's
Right.
bleeding down
I
the
mean,
neck.
you've got to get it right or it's over.
Right,
So
here's
let's
next
see what it's going to do. Egg yolk, vinegar or clarified butter. That's between the top two for me.
Correct answer is.
Tartar sauce. What is that?
What an answer that was. Well played.
God, it had to be right. It had to
Step
be
close to
right.
home. Pressure's on now. One step from home. Chaser has put.
Just one step. One step.
Goes right also.
Well, that's certainly not
Chaser
vegan then.
sits with us.
Right.
Here's your next question.
Sweet. Don't ask me why.
If that's right, you're going through. Correct answer is.
Oh, it's just
Stay
the
where you
obvious
are.
one.
The Chaser's put that. You are out.
And they
1-1.
have.
I thought we were going to get this. You have been caught in a few. The chase is
Oh
over.
no, but it isn't over yet because we can always just restart. So we do that. One more time though. I'm filming with a handheld camera. Still, I'm obviously more in the easy bracket, not the normal bracket. I haven't got a normal amount of general knowledge. My knowledge isn't general enough.
This is the cash ball around. It's worth £1,000. Are you ready? Good luck. Your time starts now.
I was hoping it'd be someone like George W. Bush, or could have been Dick Cheney now. Bib. I still wear one. David Robert Jones. Oh, what? Mick Jagger? I don't know, do I? David Bowie. Again, he wanted him to be known as... God, that thrown me. Oh, chimney. Loving EastEnders. Wouldn't that be... I'd love it to be true. Oh, that's not a weakness. He wasn't normal. Psychopathic isn't normal, is it? Middleton, the other one that married... Right, we're doing rubbish here, come on.
Don't worry, put that out of our heads now. Got to face a chaser.
That's what he said when you get a low cash builder. I got £10,000 on the old computer one. Let's just do this, make them seem a bit more menacing. Yeah. Ha ha ha, very funny, very funny.
He had his last filling at the dentist cancelled after the oil rig took their drill back.
Ah, that's pretty good. A bit like they had to...
Perhaps it's the Cinnamon playing the intake reputation. Time to bring on the chaser.
Of course it is.
It's the Doctor and stand-up comedian. It's the Cineman, Paul Sinha.
Well, he doesn't speak, so it's like the first game still. Oh well, at least the phone doesn't crash all the time. The Sony phone. Let's go.
Close to home, the chaser will offer you.
I could just play for 2,000, yet I stubbornly refuse to do it.
Take him on. He will offer you.
32, I like the sound of that. Probably the most money I've never won, that'll be.
Good luck, here comes your first question.
Here we go. Midlands Village. Who's heard of all these? Try Heinz. Oh no. Branston Pickle, isn't it? Sorry.
Chaser has
Why don't I think a little bit more? Baxter's make what soup?
Comes onto the table.
Yeah, I bet he does.
Here's the next question.
Wiltshire towns. Could it just be Swindon, which is the main one, but it's
Correct answer
quite
is
depressing.
it's got to be right.
More depressing than Stonehenge, which is also in Wiltshire.
Let's step close home. Chaser has put. Goes right also.
Yeah, Billy Piper, known for Doctor Who, but also the pop career where she tried to be a bit like
here's your
Madonna
next question.
in the late 90s. Alright, what things doesn't... Freedom is slavery, greed is good. Greed is good is Wall Street.
It's got to
Although
be
I
right.
imagine
Correct answer is
they would say that. The other two are opposites, aren't they? Freedom is slavery and war is peace. War is peace is more like.
Goes right also.
The Wall Street slogan, that film, 1987. Breathing down our neck.
Here's your next question.
God, you're breathing down your neck. Oh, Hangman's Noose. I don't know.
Correct answer is this has got to be right.
That means it's got to not. Oh, Bridport
Chaser's right
Dagger.
round. Chaser has put.
They'll know this.
Crikey.
No. One more go, do you reckon?
Chase is over.
Go on. Let's pick the low offer. Oh no. Oh no. I at least want a normal amount of general knowledge.
This is the cash window. Each correct answer is worth £1,000.
Go on.
Wish you luck. Your time starts now.
Red Eye Rum? No. Straight off the bat, it's rubbish. Cathode ray tube. It was the old TVs before they went flat. Take Me Out.
Correct.
You just have to have heard of that then to get that right. Oh. Salvage. Don't ask me, even though you are. British Athletics. Where would you be athletic? London. It was named after Mandela, I think it was. Stinking Nose Garlic. It is smelly, isn't it? That was the Spanish flu.
Correct.
Obviously, worst thing to come out of Spain, is it? Oh, come on, it wouldn't be basketball. Yeah. Exams, maybe.
That's good.
He thinks that's good, but 2000 is let's just forget about it and move on.
Time to face the chaser. But who will you be up against today? Will it be the vixen, hotter and faster than Mark Lebet's pizza delivery boy? Or is it the Dark Destroyer? He'll make your quizzing look about as convincing as his comb-over. And so it's the Cineman. He combines comedy and medicine. He's got an infectious laugh. Or are we playing the Big Bad Beast? And you thought the elephant in the room was just a saying. Are we playing the governess? She's often booked for after-dinner events. She helps chill the leftovers. time to bring on the chaser.
Just like the put-downs are the weakest link, innit? And she'd be the replacement for Anne Robinson, obviously.
Put some money on the table. Step close to home, get you an offer of. High offer, please.
I might just do that one after how bad it's been. Oh, I'll do 132 again. Why am I doing it? If we lose again, we lose again.
The chase is on. Good luck, here comes your first question.
Good luck, we'll need that. Actor. Oh. Try them. But why? Why them?
Correct answer is...
Pretty... Because Alec Bald.
Staying where you are.
Right.
Chaser has put. Goes wrong also. And here's your next question.
Haslam. Colin. Haslam hairdressing.
Correct answer is... Bad luck.
Interior design.
Chaser's put.
Haslam wallpaper.
Chaser comes onto the table.
Who's heard of Haslam wallpaper or whatever it is? Poitiers. It's not France then. Because it's very French sounding, obviously. Might not be just because it's French, Poitiers. But anyway, it was anyway. So
Chaser has put.
1356. I mean, that is a long time ago. 14th century.
Good luck. Here's next question.
Mylene Class. Musical questions. Oh, this is terrible. Could it not just be that one? The Miserables in French?
Correct answer is, this has got to be right.
Yeah, I know.
Got to be wrong for us to stay in the game. Chaser
Why would she not know that? She would.
Oh, no.
Oh well. We've never done it. So now you've seen, without getting to the final chase.
You have been caught in a few. The chase is over.
But I might just upload another one, which shows you the final chase as well.